Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 5 of lower bracket match of MK's Championship Season 4, which is sponsored by Zentro Store and co-sponsored by Zentro Store and Slay Official YouTuber. I'm Sasuke along with MK himself as my partner for this match. Hello, MK.
Hello Sasuke, happy to be with you on the cast.
So, like this is the top 8 team, if I'm not wrong, between the match. It's between Jokers and Area 69. Blue team will be Area 69 and red team will be Team Jokers. Am I right?
Yes, definitely, and this will be a gateway for them to get into this quarterfinal. So whoever winning this round, they will be into the top six, and they're gonna make it into the quarterfinals. We are really excited to see who's gonna make it through.
Definitely, and both of this team have struggled so hard to be in these top 8 teams in this tournament. And speaking of, we have a chart where this Team Joker's Dracula is a top-rated player, showing his fan skills.
Uh, yeah, actually, she is the top-rated player of the marksman user in the tournament so far, using the 1-1, and she got rated 13.2. That's the highest rated we have in the tournament for using marksman. That's crazy.
Definitely, and let's go within to the first match between these two if the teams are ready.
Your team is banning.
I think I accidentally not me, but someone accidentally invited someone into the spectator mode. I hope it just stays quiet.
We can do a rematch, I guess, if that's the situation over here.
Yes, we have to do the rematch because there's a lot of way of sniping, and this is not good because if anyone snipes, then it will be an unfair match. So since that will be a problem, we should restart this match.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are sorry for the interruption. Like, there has been a misinvite from some of the teams or even us casters. But yeah, moving off to the draft, I think they will be doing a redraft, I guess. But as we speak of the ban, that's a Van and a Martis. Van is a pretty respect ban, if I'm not wrong, towards the Team Jokers. And meanwhile, they are banning a Gushen. Okay, they are going to ban that Carmilla again.
Your team is banning.
Royalty in a dead
Your
body.
team is picking.
Chivalry is dead, and I will revive it.
Your team is picking.
Welcome to my castle,
Your team is
my
banning.
friend.
Thorns
Your
remain
team is
should
banning.
petals fall.
everything engulfed
Your
in
team is
flames.
picking.
It's time to go to the R&D show.
Your team is picking.
I resist of the dragon spirit.
Your team is picking.
Minotaur will finish off what was left undone.
Welcome to Mobile Legends!
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, to keep you waiting. We had some issues regarding some. One was misinvited, and we had to restart. Well, let's not wait again. This is MKE Championship Season 4, which is sponsored by Zentro Store and co-sponsored by Zentro Store and Slay Official YouTuber. Going on to the draft, we have Area 69 on blue team taking on Jokers on the red team, and we are seeing a Van ban coming in as the first ban. It's a respect ban towards the team Jokers, especially that player Dracula. Meanwhile, we can see Jokers are banning that Gushan. Gushan is pretty good in mid lane as a mage. You can even play as a hyper. And meanwhile, we can see Area 69 is going to ban that Martis. It's a pretty good ban. There's no way you're gonna keep that Martis open, and even Jokers are going to ban that Valentina. Meanwhile, the first pick coming in from blue side will be a Carmilla, the best roam I would say, which is pretty good right now. Her ultimates do plays an important role in the team fight. Meanwhile, Jokers will be going or securing that Kaja. Well, they do have an option for Leo mode. What do you say of MK?
Yeah, Leomord has been pretty OP in the season 4 of MK, and he has been used a lot of times in this tournament, and even his win rate is so buffed, so I mean his win rate is so good, so teams will be looking forward to pick him, but we can see that they have went with the Beatrix. Dracula has went for the Beatrix, whose main hero is 1-1, which is banned, so I guess this will be her secondary marksman.
Yeah, definitely. And we can see Area 69. We are going to pick that Veil in the mage, and we can see a Clint coming in from their marksman. Clint is a most used marksman in this tournament, having much highest matches in this tournament with I would say a highest win rate, I think.
Yeah, he will be having 60 win rate. Let me just check. Sorry, guys. So he has played almost nearly 40, 39 matches with 64% of win rate overall. He is the most used MM in the tournament right now, and his damage is pretty OP since the early game until the end of the game.
Yeah, and we are seeing the third pick coming in from Team Jokers will be that Jawhead in as a hyper. Jawhead deals a lot of damage, and I think it's a perfect good pick to go up against a Leo mod, and that's why this time they are going to pick that Jawhead. Meanwhile, a Valet is coming in as a ban from Team Area 69.
Yeah, and here we see the Terizla is gonna be picked by the Team Jokers. He is also one of the OPS hero, and he can have a lot of help in the team fight with his CC and the damage.
Very well said. Terizla is pretty, I would say, unbeatable in mid to late game where he has minions and where there are plenty of groups. He is not dying, and Area 69 will be locking down that Hellcut and Yuzhong. Hellcut pick, it's kind of amusing pick. I have seen nobody picking this hero in the tournament. Correct me if I'm wrong, MMK.
Hulkit is one of rarely used heroes, and the win rate is also not too good, but I see the Area 69 might have some plan with him, with since Yuzong's dragon form and Carmilla's group CZ, Hulkit's ulti will help them to sneak initiative attack on the enemies while they are ganking.
Definitely, they do have something in their mind to go up and gank them using that Hellcut Earth. Meanwhile, that's the final pick coming in from Jokers will be Nana. Based on the draft, who do you think who has won or has an upper hand in terms of draft? Well, in terms of draft, I do agree. Team Jokers, they do have upper hand as they have a Kaja, they have a Jawhead, the two pick-off heroes, I'd say, which are pretty good to hold up against. Even if this Hellcat 2 manages to chase down Kaja, he'll just ult on him. He'll provide the full potential support to the backliners, and we are in the land of dawn. Meanwhile, the players are taking their position. I'd like to inform you about the sponsor, that is MKE Championship Season 4 is sponsored by Genesis Store and co-sponsored by Zentro Store and Slay Official. And we can see there's a fight going on. The Kaja is just going to use his first skill, and Carmelo, he is pretty low. Like Vale and Carmela are using his skills to just burst him down, trying to poke him up.
Yes, and I can see, but Carmela has not taken much damage from Kaja, but Kaja had a lot of life reduced when they had a fight on between each other. But now I see the tables have been turned, and we can see the first blade coming in from the Terizla, taking down the Carmela, making sure that the Kaja was safe to roam around. And I guess now he will be going to the goal lane to support the Beatrix, which is gonna help them in the late game.
Yeah, that was an early phase ganking coming in from Tesla, which will be taking down the one hero, a 4v3 situation. Meanwhile, we can see in the EXP lane, there's a fight going on between Tesla and the Yuzhong. The things might be going pretty handy. Tesla uses his vengeance, and he might secure kill again on that Yuzhong.
And I see
That's a
Lito was taken again by Jahed, and he is going on to the Hellcat. Hellcat was trying to escape from this ulti, but he was got with Jahed's missiles, and he is taken down while the team heads come to rescue him, but it was failed, and now they are retreating back to their farm.
Definitely, and in the cold lane, we can see both of the marksmen are just farming. They have not been like neither of the roam is ganking their cold lane, because they assumed, okay, Matrix is gonna roam. Rotate in the mid lane. The turtle is up, the 2 minutes turtle is up, and we can see Jawhead is taking down. The turtle is at 40% HP, and no, there will be no contest coming in from Team Area 69, and that's a free turtle going into the hands of Team Jokers.
Yes, I will definitely say, comparing the goals between the Hellcat and the Terizla has much advantage, so Hellcat is just focusing on the farm right now, which is good for him, but I think he made a right decision not going for the turtle, because his teammates were also out of skills, and there won't be any backup if he went alone also, and also he didn't have the ulti at the time, I guess, so it was a good decision made by him.
Definitely, and we can see Hellcat ultimate has been used, and there's a gank going on. Vale secures a kill over Kaja. Jawhead manages to take down that Hellcat, and we can see Camilla ult has been used. That will be Clint using his flicker, but failed to go. That was a misdirection flicker he used. Like, he was blocked by that wall, and he'll be taken down by that Jawhead.
Yes, even though Hellcat's ulti was activated, Jahed just marked Clint right on, and he finished his mission, as well as he went on saving the Nana from the enemies. So Terizla did a pretty good job, like Terizla and the combination with Jahed. Now I see he is caught up in the top lane, cornered by 1 versus 4, and Yuzhong is going on his dragon form to make sure Terizla is down, and still Terizla managed to take out Hellcat with him.
That Tesla on a snowball. He is a 3-1-0 score lead. He is dealing a lot of damage in the early phases of the game, and Tesla is a pretty good EXP since his buff, and we can see a team fight going on. It's a 4v2 situation over here, and okay, they have retreated.
Yeah, looks like Yuzhong is having a bit quiet time in his lane to farm alone, but the teams are ganking. The Joker team is ganking up on the top, while Yuzhong predicted it good, and he is backing up to focus on the farm right now, while the Jokers is going on for the turtle. Okay.
Definitely, and we can see Area 69 are going to leave that turtle again, and instead they are planning to gank the cold lane. But Beatrix is in the mid lane, and she will be trying to go. That dead bush is prepared. Okay, Hellcat do uses his ultimate. She is too caught by that Vale combo, but she uses his flicker to get off with it. There's a Kaja coming in from the health.
Yeah, that was a pretty clever escape from Beatrix. So as soon as Hellcat turns his ulti, she went through the wall to get near the turret, where she can get the backup of the turret damage, and even she got away from the Whale's ulti using the flicker. That was a nice escape from her.
Yeah, and we can see Jawhead do manage to take down the enemy blue, that is the Area 69 jungle, and we can see a possible gank coming in the top lane, but Dragon do foresee it and he'll be retreating to the tower. There will be no team fight. If we talk about the gold lead, the team Jokers are already in the gold lead of 2k, and we can see a possible gank coming in. That Kaja 2 uses his ultimate on Vale. Okay, he will be managing to take down. Beatrix will be falling down to that Hellcut. She was dealing some damage, but she was caught off position, I think.
Yeah, she take a pretty a little bit more time to aim her ulti. Meanwhile, Hulkit had the exact perfect opportunity to take her down with his second skill when he was tagged out. So that dealt a lot of damage for Beatrix, and it was not easy for her to escape from that moment because she didn't have the flicker at the time also.
The last team fight, in my opinion, is won by Team Area 69 as they do manages to take down the bottom tower. And the turtle is up in the 10 seconds, and we can see Jawhead is using his ultimate. He do gets the kill over the Hellcut. Okay, Valentine, this Carmilla is going to use her ultimate over the 3-member link.
Yeah, even though Carmilla got the ulti hit from Beatrix, it wasn't dealing much damage because it's Carmilla, and but the Jokers were able to push the Area 69 away from the turtle, so they can take it easily.
Yeah, definitely, and that will be the mid tower going in from the side of Area 69. That was a beautiful team tower push coming in from Team Jokers.
And
in the bot lane, we can see Clint is pretty get caught off, and Beatrix will be securing that kill over the Clint. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we can see there's a fight between Yushang and Terizla. Yushang is going to use his ultimate, but he will be forced to use his retreat. We can see the Kaja is over here, his backup are over here, and we can see the Area 69 backup is already over here, and there's a team fight going on in the top lane. Yushang is pretty low, and there's a Hellcut ultimate has been used. Yushang will be retreating down. Jawhead do gets a kill over the Carmilla, but instead Hellcut 2 manages to secure a kill over that Hyper, that is the Jawhead. Yushang manages to take down that Terizla, and that's a 2-for-2 trade.
And there's the aim of the Beatrix, and that was a nice shot from the Beatrix, but which helped Nana to secure the kill of Vale, and that was a clever combo coming up from Nana and Beatrix.
Definitely, and we can see in terms of tower push, like Clint was pushing down that mid tier 1 tower, and he do gets that tower. Meanwhile, they were losing the team fight. Okay, so the Area 69 team are getting something out of the team fight. Even if they are losing, they are getting the objectives, that is the tower.
Yes, we see that the tier 1 turrets of Area 69 has already been taken. All 3 turrets are gone. Meanwhile, we still see the tier 1 top turret for the Jokers is still standing firm with 85%, I guess. Yeah.
And the 9 minutes Lord is up. This is the first Lord of the game, and area team Jokers are pretty confident and they will be taking down. But here comes the Hellcut ultimate. Carmilla is going to use her ultimate. There is the Yushang, and there's a Carmilla taking down a double kill on Beatrix as well as their Jawhead. This is the comeback we are expecting in from the team Area 69. That is, and that will be Hellcut taking down that first Lord. That is the 9 minutes Lord.
Yeah, that was a clever comeback from the Area 69. They waited for the moment, and they had the Hulkut, and they know when exactly will be more helpful when for the Hulkut ulti to be used. And they, once the Lord entered less than half the life, and they just rushed in to take the team fight over in their control.
Yeah, and we can see this Lord is going to march down to the enemy base from the mid section, and the team is there to defend it. That is the team Jokers are there, and the other lanes will be pushed. Like we can see, Clint is pushing the top lane, and here comes the Hellcut ultimate. Camila will be taking down that Kaja. Here comes Jawhead. Do uses his ultimate, but his damage won't be enough to take down. Clint is having a humongous damage. He'll be taking down that Terizla. Camila is 1% HP, but Beatrix 2 misses her shot.
So that was a nice ulti coming from Carmilla, stunning 3 members of Jokers, while the Hellcut and the Clint were able to manage a lot of damage for them.
Definitely, and we can see, they too managed to secure the tier 2 towers of all lanes. That is the team Area 69 have taken the advantage of the 9 minutes Lord.
Yes, and also the goal difference has changed a lot. Like they have almost a 3.5k difference right now, and they started with pretty less goal behind Jokers now, and I can see the Area 69 is getting back on their feet now.
Definitely, we can see that Hellcut is already at the 9k gold lead. Meanwhile, the highest gold in the team Jokers is that Dracula with 8.2k gold.
And
The dead push is prepared in the mid section by the team Area 69. Kaja is trying his best to give the vision or trying to get some set, but there's a veil. Whenever he tries to jump, he will be knocked out of that his position.
Yeah, they know that Area 69 is hiding in the bush because Kaja was taking damage from Whale, but still Kaja standing there. Just make sure that the Area 69 is not moving away from there. But as we can see, the Area 69 is leaving the position right now and spreading over all the lanes to make sure that the creeps are being defended and pushed back into their territory.
Definitely, the Lord is going to be respawning in the 10 seconds, and both of the teams are in the place. We can see Hellcut is using his ultimate. That's Kaja using his flicker. This ultimate on the Clint, and he'll be taken down by the combination of Veil.
And Carmel is escaping with just 1 life.
Definitely, and we can see Terizla is going to use his ultimate, but he too misses it. And that combo of Veil coming in, that was a huge damage. We can see Clint is going to melt him, but there comes the Jawhead. He will be taking down Clint. Okay, he managed to secure the kill over the Clint.
Yes, that was a nice defense from Jokers. Like even the dragon was taken down, and while they were doing that on the top, like Jawhead was able to confirm the kill on the Clint. So now they won't be having any disturbance to take the Lord freely, but still we can see Carmel is waiting over there with her ulti, but she didn't pop it yet, and Hellcut is going on with his ulti and taking down Terizla easily, but no, Terizla was trying to get back, but Wayne confirmed his kill, and now Hellcut is down.
Yeah, we can see that Camila is also going to be going down in the hands of Jawhead. That was a 2-4-1 trade, and they do manage to secure a Lord.
Yeah, now the goal difference has become mutual for both the teams. There's not much difference, and this game is going back and forth. Like we are not able to decide which team is gonna win this round unless we see this Lord being taken down. It will be a question if the Jokers gonna take down the base turret of Area 69 or not.
Definitely, the point where Area 69 is going to engage is on that Hellcut ultimate. If Hellcut is down or pick off at before the team fight occurs, they don't have any position. Okay, there goes the Veil combination, and that won't be giving that much damage. Camila do uses her ultimate, using the 4 fatal chains on 4 members of the enemy team. That
it's sad that there was no backup for Karma's ulti, but she was able to manage to stun 4 heroes, and now we can see Yuzang is going in with his dragon from stunning 4 heroes. Meanwhile, Terizla is getting back with his stun, and see the Hellcut is Hulkut and the Dragon has been taken down while Vale and Karma is trying to defend the turret on the top lane.
And that is a 2 for 2 trade off, and we can, okay, that's a 2 for 2 trade off.
Yeah, though with the help of the Lord, the Joker's team was able to take down all the tier 2 turrets from the area 6-9. So now it's gonna be the same turrets for both teams, and it's gonna be like the fresh start again because they don't have much difference on the gold as well as in the turrets, and it's all about based on the positioning right now.
Indeed, in terms of the gold, we are about to enter the 16 minutes. That is a pretty late game where the goal difference does not matter, rather than the position and the play style of the players instead.
Yes, that was a nice shot from Beatrix coming in from the Hellcut, forcing him to recall itself. Okay,
You can see the amount of damage Beatrix is dealing is too huge,
Yeah, and I see the area 6 is not ready to get out of their jungle. They're just waiting for the Lord right now, making sure there's no one on the bush to ambush them while Kaja is coming forth, and area 6-9 has been revealed, so they know their location now. Meanwhile, Teresa is trying to push on the top lane, which is gonna give upper hand for the Jokers to focus on the Lord.
Yeah, and the position coming in from both of the teams is good. They are not forcing the fight, and we can see Hellcut is using his ultimate, but Kaja will be using his ultimate over the Hellcut, and Hellcut will be taking down that Kaja instead. That's a Dragon going to the back line. Beatrix using his Wind of Nature, but that will be the Lord will be taken down by the Hellcut. Meanwhile, Vale 2 secures to kill down that Terizla.
Yeah, that was a nice planning from the area 6-9, taking down 3 of the Jokers as well as the Lord. They tried to give up the top turret for that, but still they able to manage. They were able to manage. I mean, they managed to get the Lord and were able to kill 3 of the Jokers as well.
Well, it's a 3v1 situation, and Lord is already up, and we can see Kaja is using his flicker just to defend, but that Clint will be focusing down to the base, and that will be 1-0 area 69 winning that first game. That one mistake coming in from both of the teams do cost them this lose.
Yeah, even though the Jokers know about the area 6-9 hiding in the bush, waiting for them to come for the Lord, they should have made sure that they should have checked the bush and made sure that the enemies have been retreated. They should have forced them to retreat so they can take the Lord easily. Instead, they decided to go and do or die situation, and actually they did die, and the game was ended by the area 6-9.
Meanwhile, we can see Camila getting the MVP for the game on the side of area 16. And look, this sets performed by the Camila was up to mark. At some point, we did saw there were no backup provided by the team of his. But yeah, the first win will be taken down by the area 69. This is MKE Championship Season 4, sponsored by Zentro Store and co-sponsored by Zentro Store and Slay Official. Will be back within a minute for the round 2. Stay tuned, guys.
The mic is on.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the round 5 of lower bracket MKE Championship Season 4, which is sponsored by Zentro Store and co-sponsored by Zentro Store and Slay Official YouTuber. This is match number 2 between the teams, which are Jokers versus Area 69. This time, Jokers will be on blue side, taking on Area 69 on the red side. As for the game number 1, that was a victory for the Area 69. That Clint just marking down that base.
Yeah, like I had a doubt on Hulkit though, like when they picked Hulkit, was it gonna work for them? But it did really work for them. Like comparing the Carmela's ulti and Yuzang's ulti with Hulkit's ulti, the enemy were not able to predict or see anything from the map at all. So it gave a lot of advantage for the Area 69 to engage or in the middle of Lord or Turtle or the gangs. So it worked out pretty good then, I thought.
Exactly, and moving on to the draft phase, we are seeing a cushion ban coming in from Team Jokers, and meanwhile we can see that Van ban, a respect ban again from the Area 69. This time we are seeing a Carmela ban. Carmela was a huge set maker, I would say, from the team from the past round, and we can see the second ban coming in from Area 69 will be Martes, and Valentina is open. I think they will be going for that Valentina.
Yeah, maybe because Valentina has been used pretty much, so I won't be surprised if they go with Valentina. And also, she's a lot handy, as I say. They went with Valentina.
Okay, and they managed to secure that Valentina, but what we have in the option, okay, they will be going yet again with that Clint pick. We saw the Clint, in last game there was no gank in the gold lead, if I'm not wrong. Okay, they will be locking down that Jawhead on Hyper and Clint on that gold lane. Jawhead on Hyper is pretty good. He does a ton of damage, locking down that backliner, and no one will be stopping him when he's targeting on.
Yes, Jahid was pretty good in the Joker's team last time, and they don't want that to, like, they don't want the trouble in the round 2 as well. So I think they are gonna lock with the Jawhead.
And we can see Team Jokers are going for that Melissa in the gold lane. Melissa is a pretty tricky marksman, I would say, a pretty hard marksman in my opinion. And that Grok, I think that Grok pick can be a flex. He can be used either of the sides, that is roam or in the EXP lane.
Yes, and I see the Jokers will be needing a Hyper as well as the Fighter. Just as we thought, the Hyper and a Fighter Leo mod.
This pan, we can see an Atlas pan coming in from Team Jokers. They predicted it, like they do need a roamer, and what's better, a roamer in right now in the options, definitely an Atlas. And they will be going for that Yuzhong, that is the Area 69 yet again. That Yuzhong on EXP. What counters on EXP? That is on Yuzhong, maybe a Tarot, I'd say.
Yeah, Yuzhong is a pretty good hero, and actually the guy who's playing the Ram Dangi, I know him personally, he is a global level Yuzhong. He has a global rank with Yuzhong, so he also pretty much plays Yuzhong most of the match, unless it is picked by the enemies or being banned.
Meanwhile, the final picks coming in from Team Jokers will be Karina and X-Pog. Karina will be facing down this Jawhead in the Hyper, okay. The final pick for the Area 69, they do need a Roma, okay. I think an Akai would be a better, but they do have a Valentina, okay. They are going for this high loss. Since the enemy team have the Valentina, they cannot take any heavy CC tank. And both of the teams have set up with the draft, that is Valentina, Grok, Melissa, Karina and X-Pac will be heroes on the Jokers. Meanwhile, Vale, Yushang, Clint, Jawhead, and Hylos will be the heroes taken from the Area 69. This is match 2 between these two. The past match, the previous match was won by the Area 69. So this time Area 69 is on the match point. If they do manage to take victory again, then they'll be moving on to the next round. That is the round 6 or the quarter final of the lower bracket. And we are here in the land of Dawn, and while the players are taking their position, I'd like to introduce you to the sponsor. That is the MKE Championship Season 4 is sponsored by Zentro Store and co-sponsored are Zentro Store and Slay Official. And we can see again Vale and Hylos are already in the mid section of the push.
They started securing the position for Lithio already, and they don't want the Grog to invade for the red buff as well. They did a good job in that.
Definitely, and we can see, a gold lead, they are not roaming to the gold lead. I will say they are leaving both of the marksmen to farm.
And as we said, the Grog was moving on to the lane. He's gonna support Melissa, I guess, because Clint has a lot of DPS in the early game, so and Melissa will have some trouble going against Clint alone in the lane.
Meanwhile, we can see Hylos is rotating towards the gold lane, but Grok will be forcing it. Meanwhile, we can see Melissa is just poking down that Clint with a second spell. There's a gang coming in from the Jawhead. Okay, Jawhead will be for using his ultimate. He'll be throwing down that Karina and he'll be securing down that first blood. That was a beautiful engage coming in from Area 69, no?
Yeah, that was a nice pickup coming from the Jawhead. He just went on straight to the Karina because you know that Karina used his first kill already, so she will not be immune to any attacks anymore. So he just went on and throw her in the middle of their own teammate. So it was easy for them to just take out Karina. Sad. Fuck.
Definitely, and we can see the turtle is up, and there are 4 members rather are already in the turtle area, and we can see a possible team fight. This time, even they two lost the first blood. Okay, in the tops area, Yushang has used his ultimate. Bog will be going down into the hands of Hylos. There is Jawhead using for the retribution, but that will be the Karina taking down the perfect retribution on the turtle.
That was a nice experience lane though. I should say that Xbox overextended his fight and he just went in with his ulti. He should have been aware that the dragon will be easily able to get out of the range once Xbox uses his ulti. So he got punished for the overextend he did there.
Exactly, and we can see Grok is trying to make some set over to that Clint, but the support coming in from that team, that is the Area 69. The Hylos will be there right at the point, and he'll be just zoning out that Grok.
We see that already 4 members of Area 69 are on the lane. And
Grok is going to give some vision, but will be using his second skill. There are 4 people of Area 69 in the gold lane. Will be they pushing? Okay, never mind. But the team Jokers are pushing into the mid lane, and they will be, the team. They will be taking down. But Jawhead do use his ultimate, securing that kill over the Valentina. And there we go, Hylos 2 managed to get a kill over that Xbox again. Now that is a 0 for 5. Okay, they do get a kill over that Grok again. Not again, but this time they went for a 0 for 2 trade. The early game is not looking well for the team Jokers.
It was a good combo coming in from Area 69 while they were chasing Valentina. But she was able to retreat with less of her life remaining. And we see that the Karina is on turtle already while Clint has spotted it, and Okay, maybe he wasn't able to take the the turtle cause Karina was having a retribution ready for that.
Yeah, in terms of objectives taking, that is the turtle, that is the Lord. Karina is doing the perfect retribution. She is taking down the turtles within an instant. But as we can see, the as for the kill, that is they are not having a good momentum. It's a 0 for 5, but instead of a goal lead, it's a minor 1.1k goal lead.
Yeah, we can see that actually both the teams are not focused on pushing right now. They are in like pretty much Area 69 is focused on invading and taking the kills like they did with Karina right now. But Jokers is trying to grab the moment and they're trying to defend the turrets as much as they possible right now. And hoping
Valentina is taking down the ultimate of Hylos. I don't know why. It's wiser to take down the ultimate of Vale, but here we go. Like there's a 4-man gang coming onto the goal lane, and that will be the Clint taking down that Melissa.
Meanwhile, Grog came in to save, but he is in a difficult position right now. But he will be able to escape, I think. Okay. That was a nice escape from the Wales ulti, though he could have been dead, but the team started retreating from the Area 69 early, so he was able to escape from that gank.
Yeah, definitely, and we can see no, they are trying to gank over the dragon, but dragon is pretty fat. Even if they manage to, he will be just using his ultimate, trying to neglect that team fight. The turtle is going to be coming up in 5 seconds, I'd say.
It's and up, and I don't see Karina is focused on the turtle right now. She's trying to take down the marksman because he's been formed up so well so far.
And that bush was set up by the Area 69 was pretty good. The Valentina was around that 5% HP, but she will be using his flicker to just get out of that position.
And this is gonna be the easy turtle for the Area 69, as we know that Karina is not interested in the turtle right now. She's trying to get on the Clint so they can push the top turret. But I see that Karina has retreated, knowing that the enemies might gank on them right now, but it is a little late for Xbox to get away. Joyd is going in with his ulti and making sure that Xbox is dead, but he in exchange got a lot of damage from the turret. But he was able to retreat from that position.
Meanwhile, the Jokers will be trying to take down the tier 1 in the mid lane, and they do get that mid tower. Meanwhile, the Area 69 will be taking down the top tower. In terms of tower taking team fight, okay, we are seeing another team fight in the bot lane. That's a 1-4 team fight. Yuzhong will be falling down in the hands of that marksman, that is the Melissa.
That will be the first kill for the Joker so far in the 8 minutes of the game, and they are trying hard to defend the turrets. And meanwhile, Area 69 is trying to push the turrets. Like they already took 2 tier 1 turrets of the Jokers, and now they are trying to take a mid one as well. So we can see that the Jokers team have all ganked on the mid to make sure that it's been defended.
And in terms of the gold lead, they have the gold lead. That is, the Area 69 has a gold lead of 2k. And we can see Vale is using his flicker ultimate combination, but he'll be missing down his second skill. But Valentina will be getting out of this ultimate range.
Yeah, well, we can see the Jared is waiting in the bush, and he just went and took out Valentina, and he's backing out right now. He just wanted to take the 1 kill, I guess. He still has his ulti, I guess.
Yeah, the damage coming in from Jawhead is pretty too much, He already have the 2 damage items, that is the Blade of Heptasis and Hunter Strike. Meanwhile, they will be taking down that tier 1 tower of the mid lane, and the Lord is up, that is the 9-minute Lord.
Okay, looks like
And Team Area 16 are looking pretty confident to take down that Lord. Meanwhile, we can see Jawhead is doing the damage. He'll be zoning out. I mean, the Xbox will be forced to zone out. Meanwhile, in the team, that is the Team Jokers, they will be trading off the Lord. That is the level 1 Lord. They're pretty confident, like, yeah, you guys can take down the Lord. We'll defend it just because it's the level 1. They will be taking down that bottom tower instead.
Yeah, but Yuzong just came on the right time using his dragon flying all over the walls, and he just made sure the turret still stands. There was, they are pretty focused on defending the turrets as well. Looking at that, even they will use the ultis to save the turrets. They are not only focused on kills. It shows that they have been focused on defending the turrets and pushing as well.
Yeah, we can see Hylos is going in and taking the lead. He'll be charging in. But the rest of the teams will be just focusing on retreating, like even though they have used some of the resources, but we can see in the bottom lane Dragon is there. He is pretty low, is not that low, but okay.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Meanwhile, the Lord is marching down to the enemy base from the top lane, and Dragon has managed to take down that bottom tier 2 tower, and they are forced to stay inside the inhibitor, and Dragon charges. The Yuzong is used his ultimate, but he'll be forced to retreat since there was no minion to go or take the team fight in the under the tower.
And as of now, the Area 69 has managed to take down all the tier 2 turrets of Jokers, and now it's a clear pathway towards the inhabitant turrets for them, and they're just waiting on the next Lord, I guess. Meanwhile, just pushing the lanes, clearing out the creeps, and they're actually waiting on the bush, trying to ambush on the jungle of Jokers.
Definitely, and if we talk about the individual gold lead, the highest gold lead are in terms of the marksman. Here we go. There's another gank. Grok is pretty low. He might fall down, but he too managed to survive, and that is okay. Hylos will be taking down from the Xbox. He'll get the kill.
Yeah, that was overextend coming in from Area 69. The whole team just rushed in too far, chasing down the Grok, knowing that he will not die that easily, which lured the whole Area 69 into the ambush, and they are paying the price now. The Clint is in so less life, but still he managed to survive, and they are taking down Valentina and the Grok along with them for the revenge of Hylos.
And here we go. Xbox might be taking down, but he too had the immortality. He'll be flickering out, and there goes the shutdown on the Jawhead. Melissa will be taking him down, and Dragon will be forced to use his ultimate just to retreat. The damage coming in from Melissa in the late game is pretty good, and we can see Melissa is on 9.2k gold lead, the highest gold she's having in the both of the teams.
That's a good job coming in from Hylos, making sure the parameters of the Lord are cleared enough for them to ambush, and here they come from the base with full preparation. The Area 69 is ready to ambush while the Jokers is focusing on the Hylos. They're trying to come around, and they almost took out. No, it's falling on to the team of Jokers. They took down 2 kills from the Area 69, and they're taking out the Clint as well, and making sure the Lord is being taken from the Joker side, while Jawhead is coming with his ulti towards the Valentina, but she is escaping from her skills, the second skills 2 times in a row, which makes a perfect team fight on the side of Jokers.
That is a 3-for-0 trade. They do manage to get down that Lord. That is the level 12 Lord. The amount of damage that Melissa is doing is too huge. No one was targeting him. Not even. I think Jawhead was not there in the team fight, and they took the perfect advantage of it. Meanwhile, the Lord will be going marching down to the enemy base from the bot lane, and meanwhile, the rest of the teams will be forcing down each and every lane. They'll be pushing down the tower.
Looks like the Lord is taking care of the bottom lane while the Jokers are trying to focus on the top lane. They will take out the tier 2 turret for sure, and they're gonna take down the title of mid as well. Now the question is, the inhabitant of the bottom lane is gonna stand or not, which is depend on the area 69 defending right now against the Lord, which will be succeeded. So the pushes has been done by the side of Jokers, and it's I can say draw for both the teams because they both have only the 3 inhabitant turrets in their hand, and it's almost 15 minutes of the game, so the goal difference is not much, as you said, and also it's not gonna deal any matter anymore. Now it's all based on the positioning and the team fights, how it turns out.
Indeed, if both of the teams or any of the teams did the mistake, then it will be a loss for that team. So they are trying to avoid it. They are camping down in the bush. I think they do know, there might be someone hiding out in this bush, and they are waiting for. Both of the teams are waiting for who does the first mistake, and they will be grabbing that opportunity. Meanwhile, we can see that Clint is on top side. There's come the concealed play coming in from the Croc. They'll be giving out the vision.
Yeah, while Valentino was able to copy down the Whale's form, but still he got damages from the Whale's ulti and he managed to retreat. I was expecting a gang fight over there, but unfortunate decision there. Recalling to the base right now and taking in the position for the Lord, which is gonna spawn in 30 seconds.
We can see Xbox is already on the top. He'll be clearing that minion wave so that the top lane can be pushed and focused. We can see a team fight, and Melissa gets a kill over that whale, and she'll be getting the double kill over the high-lows. That is not looking pretty well for the team area situation, and they'll be forced to retreat down. The Lord is coming in the 5 seconds. That is a pretty good chance for Team Jokers to take down this Lord.
Yeah, that was a pretty good wombo combo coming in from the Grog and Melissa, while Grog uses ulti and Melissa just popped her second skill and just started poking the area 6-9 with her needle and just took out 2 kills so easily, which was able to force the area 6-9 to retreat to their base, and that was the key for them to take this Lord in their hands.
Definitely, and no, it's 16 minutes or rather 15 minutes Lord that will be marching down yet again from the bottom lane. I think if this time the Lord dashes to the tower will be done for. It will be broken. It will be shattered into the pieces.
As we see, the Jokers have improvised a strategy. They are focusing on the pushing each lanes by splitting them up instead of going in for the team fight and trying to win over with the force.
Red team base turret
And we can see the Lord has been taken down that bot turret, and we can see Xbox is trying to push that top inhibitor tower, but there was no minions, so he'll be just poking down that Jawhead. We can see a gang coming in from both of the teams. Melissa is trying to deal some of the damage, but Jawhead will be targeting that Valentina, and she'll be down. She do have the immortality, but Yu Zhong will be charging down to the back lane, and he is dealing some of the damage. Immortality has been popped off 2 heroes right now, and both of the teams will be retreating. This team fight is a 0-for-0 trade. Both of the teams are pretty low, and they'll be retreating to their bases.
And as I see, the Jokers have managed to take the inhabited turret of the top lane with the help of the Lord this time, and I guess it's gonna be another minute until we see a team fight for the next Lord, because both the teams have been playing so carefully right now. They don't want to give any mistakes in the team fight in the gank. So look at the teams. They have been camping in the bushes of each other, but they both don't know that each other are on the bushes waiting for them. They're playing so safe right now.
No, any mistake coming in from any team will cost them this match. Both of the teams are aware of it, so they are playing it very safe. You can see a dead push setup coming in from team Jokers.
Yes, and there goes Grog revealing his position to the Area 69, while he also revealed the position of Hylos into the teams of Jokers. Meanwhile, we can see that Xbox is pretty sticky with the top lane. He is focused on pushing the lane, so it will help the Jokers to split the Area 69 team while some go to defend the lane. They will have one hand less on the team fight.
Yeah, and we can see the Lord is gonna be up arriving in any second, and that was a good play coming in from. And even right now, Xbox is in the top lane. That will be Dragon going to the top lane, and we at this point, Bog will be available in the team fight. We can see this Grok has been using his ultimate. Meanwhile, Jawhead also used his ultimate. Karina, Valentina will be securing that kill over the Jawhead.
And I think it's gonna be easy Lord again for the Joker's team.
Has slain the Lord.
And things are not looking very well for the Area 69, and that Hylos will be retreating at 1 HP. The conceal he used at the right time. When we can see they are forcing down to this mid lane, we can see the two members of the enemy are down, so they'll be taking this opportunity. And we can see Valentina is pretty low in
meanwhile, we can see that Karina is ready with immortality. Once the creeps are into that, if they focus on the base right now, it will be end game for the Area 69, which will give the point to the Jokers. But it looks like it's not happening. The Yuzong is coming in from his dragon form and pushing all the Jokers away from the base, and the Lord is near, and I think the one hit from the Lord is gonna help the Jokers to win the round. But the Area 69 is on the wedge. They are focused on pushing Karina away, as well as they're taking down and taking the hits from the Lord. And I think they will they manage and succeed at the defense, so it's gonna be on the match deciding right now. It was 1-for-3 trade in the favor of Area 69.
Yeah, definitely. That was a safe play. I would say a breathing play coming in from Area 69. They will be having some momentum because they do manage to.
And as we see, the base of Area 69 is pretty low, and it will not take another wave from the Lord. So the Area 69 is forced to take the next Lord for their save of this round. Meanwhile, I guess the Xbox will be going on back to the top lane, trying to push the lane and distract so he can reduce a hand from the Area 69 team, which will help them in the team fight, which he is doing since the start of the game. Someone should be focusing on the Xbox from pushing the lane though.
Yeah, they are they don't have anything. Like, even if Yuzhong goes in the top lane, Bog will be just retreating, and things are not looking very well from the side of Area 69, as they don't have any inhibitor. All of the lanes are being pressured by that super minions from all of the lanes. Meanwhile, we can see Bog might be in some trouble. Jawhead using his ultimate over the Bog, but he will be using his flicker just to get out of the trouble. Meanwhile, Dragon, that is the Yuzhong, will be using his ultimate. A huge resources being used, but it's a late game, so I think Yuzhong ultimate will be available in 20 seconds or 25 seconds around. But the Lord is up. That is the 22 minutes. A super late Lord. Okay, we are seeing immortality coming in, but that will be Jawhead taking down a kill over the Valentina.
Blue team hero has
It's a nice comeback coming in from Area 69. They're going on to the Jawhead right now, who's the only survivor of the Jokers, and he's trying to retreat while the Area 69 is trying to push I think they have decided to push the lane instead of going for the Lord, because they have only one defender in the opponents, and if they focus on the base with the creeps, and it's gonna be end game for the Jokers.
Definitely, and they have managed to take down that mid inhibitor. This time, they will did the mistake in the lead.
But still, Area 69 managed to defend all the lords that have been sent to them, and still they made the team fight that one last time, and they did win the round for them. Therefore, they will be securing their position into the quarterfinals. The top 6 teams, one of the top six teams is Area 6-9 guys, and that will be
Definitely,
it.
that will be it for the round two between these two teams. Team Jokers will be eliminated from this tournament. Well played. They do manage to come over to this top 8 teams, but the mistakes from the late game in the both of the matches will be costing them for this elimination. That is it for the match number 2. This is MKE Championship Season 4, sponsored by Genesis 2 and co-sponsored by Zentro Store, Zentro Store and Slay Official. And I'm Sasuke signing off.
We'll be back with you in a couple minutes, guys. Just hold on. We will be back with the most weighted match, Umbrella Academy versus Ping Pong.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to MKE Championship Season 4. This is gonna be round 4 of the lower brackets. This is gonna be a very interesting, a very hope match. Look forward to match of the night, which is gonna be Ping Pong versus Umbrella Academy. Ping Pong being on the blue side and Umbrella Academy being on the red side. Well, I'm Azizel with my partner Sasuke, and we'll be casting this match for you.
Good evening, guys. Hope you are having a good evening. To make your evening more exciting, we have these two teams, an exciting play between these two teams. These are the these are the teams which are the top 8 teams surviving this tournament, and they will be fighting each other for the place or the spot for the quarterfinals.
Yep, that seems so interesting enough to be actually like looking forward to these matches. These are like one of the heavy teams of the lower brackets. They are the kings of here, and yep, we are looking forward to see them clash and look at like who comes out at the top. And talking about that, let's move on to the band section. As the first bands have already come in, the Valentina coming in from the Ping Pong, while the Carmilla band coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, definitely. Both of the heroes are pretty good in their own role. That is the Valentina on Mage and Carmilla on Room. Meanwhile, we can see a Martis ban. That's a usual ban coming in from the tournament. No one will like to open that Martis, that devastating hero, a huge damage source.
Yep, not just that, and with the new meta, new the patch coming in, the Kaja and the Carmilla are also on the ban section. They are on the target lock section for that ban button. As yep, those things are really nasty. The ultimate of Carmilla can do really nasty damage, and yep, that thing has a huge crowd control too. But yeah, banning all those things actually left Leo mode open for the side of Ping Pong.
Well, there are now many more counters for Leo mode. Like you can go a Jawhead Hyper or Roam. You can also go a Minstar in EXP or Roam. These two heroes counter well the Leo mode.
Yeah, not just that, things like Phobias, things like Gushan is also open, so and even 1-1 is open. So yep, Umbrella Academy, Kuroko is gonna be going on that 1-1, and yep, they as I said, the Phobias is gonna get picked. They are not gonna care if the Esmeralda is not there or not. That the Phobias always wreaks havoc onto the map of Dawn.
And we can see a Minstar pick. Okay, it might be switched between Bean or Minstar.
Uh, Yep, might be that, but yeah, let's see that the Minsitar pick has already came in. This is going to be perfect counter for that Phobias as well as that 1-1. Looking at that, they cannot use their so much high mobility, and the Phobias cannot use his ult 1 into the ult of Minsitar. And looking at that, the Kagura pick coming in from the side of Ping Pong is also surprising here.
Well, they do pick a Kagura. Okay, they are picking many more Blink heroes, even though they have a Phobias.
Yep, I don't think that would matter anymore because like Kagura doesn't have that much blinks except for 2 blinks, but yep, her damage will be enough as long as she marks that 1-1 or that mage that whoever's gonna come in from the side of Umbrella Academy, the Kagura is gonna get her job done, and that's that's all that the Ping Pong need the Kagura for.
And we can see the third pick coming in from Umbrella Academy will be that Balmond. A Balmond on tank build. Maybe, that is a good pick in my opinion to stay under that Minstar ult. He can take down the fight.
I had some while in the game a while back while Balman was in the meta because he was so tanky, he was not dying at much, and yep, his ultimate is always there on point to actually take the common objectives, the invades and those whatever we can say, like he just cannot lose a fight where retribution is involved. So yep, as long as it's not about just winning the team fights but yeah taking objectives, yep, Balman will get the job done. So yep, it's a decent pick coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy.
Meanwhile, if we speak of the ban, that is a Irithel ban, a counter in my opinion for the Van in the gold lane, and the ban that is an Atlas ban coming in from Team Ping Pong. They have noticed like the enemy team, they haven't picked their room, so they will be banning out that Atlas.
Yep, and not just that, I think I'm sorry, Diggy was open there, so yep, they could have just picked Diggy to actually counter that Atlas, but I think that Minsitar will be going on to the roam, so maybe that's why they could not let that Atlas be open. But yep, we can see the Kadita pick coming in from the Asuna-chan here onto the Umbrella Academy. But yep, we're gonna see how those mages play against each other, as that Kagura I think is the counter for Kadita because of her debuff skills.
Yeah, we saw in the previous round like how this Kadita is useful and resourceful in the past round against the match, which was against the ZSG. But let's talk about this game. The last two picks coming in from Team Ping Pong will be a Diggy and a Clint. So that means I might be going up in the EXP lane, facing down that Phobius.
Well, I'm surprised you remember that Kadita from the match of ZSG, but yeah, bottoms up. We're gonna see here the Diggy pick and the clean pick coming in from the side of Ping Pong. I think it's a pretty good pick. Looking at that, they have phobias, they have 1-1. Diggy actually counters 1-1. None of her stacks, none of her weaknesses are gonna get hit inside his ult. And yep, the damage and the poke coming in from the Clint is also gonna keep that 1-1 at bay. Meanwhile, we can see a Matilda pick coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy. Is that a good pick looking at that enemy have main sitar?
Well, if Minstar do manage to get or take down that one, if there's a second skill that is the flying, then 1-1 will be pretty easy to escape from the Minstar's ultimate.
And not just that, looking at the late game, which do you think which team has the better composition here?
Well, based on the late games,
before we answer that, let's just say that we are moving on into Land of Dawn peeps. Yep, this is going to be the match between Ping Pong and Umbrella Academy, as this is MK Championship Season 4, which is sponsored by Z3 Stores, co-sponsored by Z3 Stores, Zentro Store, and Slay Official. Meanwhile, our main sponsor for this tournament is going to be Genesis Store. So yep, do check them out, guys. Their links are in the description.
well, we can see, the Matla is doing some damage over the Tiggy.
Yep, not just that. I think yeah, Matilda at level 1 is gonna bully everyone that comes into her range. But yep, they are faring against each other pretty well for right now. So yep, this is gonna be pretty going well for both of the teams as they just try and feel each other out in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah, and the Clint is trying to manage down, trying to bully down the Van.
Yep, and that is actually gonna work because the Clint has the better range here and the more poke damage here to actually keep that 1-1 and at bay, and yep, make it all work.
And we can see Leo Mod is already over here. He might be a level 4 by taking down this creep, and yeah, he is. Okay, never mind.
Yep, man, we can see an engage coming in from the Leomor onto that the Kadita. Yep, that Kadita will be falling down with that huge damage coming in from the Leomor as the Kadita was below 50% HP. That critical will be triggered and that Kadita will be falling down. Meanwhile, ultimate has been popped by the Leomor. He's gonna go for that Balman, but no, the passive of the Matilda second skill was there to save him for the day.
Another second skill passive of Matilda is useful to get yourself back into the position and out of the 1v4 situation or any hard situation. Meanwhile, we can see the turtle is up in 5 seconds and both of the teams are taking their spot.
Yeah, but not just that, who do you think is gonna have the upper hand here? I think I can see the Umbrella Academy actually taking the opportunity to get their positions up in those bushes and taking that turtle into their side.
Well, in terms of objective securing, I do feel like Palman Ultimate Retreat combination is a pretty upper hand, and yeah, he'll be securing that combination to secure that turtle.
Yep, I think it's gonna work pretty well for them right now as that Balman. I think that Balman took away the turtle, right? I was glitched for a second.
Yeah, Balman did secure that turtle with his Ultimate plus Retribution combination.
Yep, because like looking at the goal difference, I think the goal difference is almost pretty much equal. But yep, the Ping Pong are leading ahead with a few hundred goals. But yeah, we can see the Matilda was actually pretty low here. Diggy was poking her and trying to get her more low. But yep, this is gonna be the recall forced in by the Matilda, and this is gonna be 3 versus 3 situation on the bot lane.
Now we can see that Leo Mod is trying to go for this, and we can see Kagura is going to take down that Van using his ultimate.
Yep, this is actually gonna work pretty well for the side of for the side of Ping Pong, as this is gonna be 1-4-0 trade, and yep, they are gonna lead ahead with the goal just a little bit. But yeah, just that 1-1 falling down is a huge lead for them in a sense, and meanwhile Flicker getting forced out of that Matilda, which is also a good take in this fight.
We can see Asuna-chan over here that Kadita is trying to take down that marksman. She's camping hard.
Yep, and not just that, we can see that and another engage has been coming from the Balman. He's actually forcing his way onto that side onto the Leo mod in the bottom lane, but yep, they'll be retreating for now, and the goal is actually pretty much equal for right now. And yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, who do you think has the upper hand moving on into the later phases of the game?
Yeah, in the later phases of the game, both of the marksmen will dealing a ton of damage. So I think it will be on the mages, like which mage will secure a kill over there to their marksman.
Yeah, just looking at 1v1s, I don't think that Sarita is gonna get a kill onto that Kagura, but yep. Looking into the later phases of the game, I think Ping Pong has a more better hand as they have more late game heroes into their compositions.
And well, we can see Minsta has used it up on the turtle pit.
And the ultimate has been popped by the Leo mod. But yeah, even that lethal counter and the retribution combo was used by the Balman, but no, the turtle will be taken down by the Leo mod. And yep, obviously is in a really bad spot. He has dived in too much, but no, he'll be surviving with that huge HP and shield of his.
Meanwhile, Clint is just going to eat that gold of the tower.
Yup, and the gold is actually getting won by Ping Pong, which is actually a good take for them as they are losing some lives over onto the top side of the map.
And if we talk about the gold lead, it's not a big of the difference. It's only 300 to 400 gold.
Yep, and that lead is actually going to show up as we move into the mid section and the later section of the games as more of the team members get their farms up, get their items up. Then we can see the power spikes coming in from both of the teams, and we can then make sure or like give decision about who is actually better in those spikes.
Let's see, Matilda is already low. She's below 20% HP, so she'll be forced down to recall. Meanwhile, there was a 3-man gang or a fight going into the favor, which was going to occur in the bot lane, but since the Matilda was low, it was.
Yep, that's a pretty good uptake on here. But yeah, you can see that here 1-1 is really low. He's in a really bad position, and the ultimate has been popped by the DD. She will not be able to get those. Yep, she will not be able to get those weaknesses in. But yeah, the Clint will be able to take him down. But this will be a double kill as the Ballman will be there to take those punishments onto the Clint and as well as the DD. This is going to be 2-for-1 trade, this time into the favor from their academy as they managed to take down. And yeah, what you can see, Leomod falls here into the hands of Phobius. I don't know how and what went wrong there on the top side.
Well, Phobius was overextending. He was in a 1v2 situation where he was pretty low and he did use a blink skill against a Phobius.
Yep, Phobius is actually going to show his dominance as moving on to later phases of the game. And yep, he's going to prove that he is the counter of Leomod. And yep, he cannot get away from him into a late game.
And well, we can see the turtle is up and team Umbrella Academy is already onto the turtle and Balmond is just trying to get that turtle.
Yep, I think Balman will be getting that turtle without any contest. But yep, Ninsita is in a really sticky situation here, but I think he'll be surviving here. Meanwhile, ultimate has been popped by that 1-1 onto the bottom side. He has used ultimate, but it was not enough to take that Clint down. It's going to be pretty low for now, but yep, it's going to be a push for the side of Umbrella Academy if there is no one there to defend.
We can see Diggy, both of the rumors of both of the teams are rotating to the bottom lane. The moment Diggy left that Clint was 1 HP.
Yep, not just that 1-1 was actually able to successfully unlock all the weaknesses and unlock the ult onto that Clint. So yep, that ultimate being unlocked was actually one of the major reasons that 1-1 was able to win for a bit.
We can see 3 members of the ping pong are already in there, and Leomod use his ultimate.
By the Leomod, yep, he will go ahead and take that kill onto that Matilda here. And here, Kadira is also going to fall here by the damage of the Clint. Meanwhile, Digi is later onto that ult as that 1-1 will be already be able to unlock all those weaknesses and get those ults open. But no, the damage is not enough as the Leomod will not be falling down. Yet again, this is going to be a 2-for-0 trade. This time into the favor of ping pong. And yep, actually the gold is actually into the favor of Umbrella Academy by almost 1k.
But Kagura will be taking down that tier 1 mid tower.
Yeah, not just that, even the top tier, even the top lane tier 1 tower for the side of Umbrella Academy isn't looking good as the Minsita has already chopped it down to almost 20% HP. Even the bot lane tower will be falling down. Yep, the objectives are getting taken down by the ping pong. And yeah, that Matilda will be going down into the hands of Fleet. Yet that Clint is getting fed, and if he's not stopped in his track, I think he will take the game into the hands of ping pong.
Meanwhile, we can see Minsta is using his ultimate just to retreat and just defend himself in a 1v2 situation.
Yeah, looking at that ultimate in such a defensive position is actually really well for Minsitar. As even I think he can even defend 1 versus 3 if he has that ultimate onto that tower.
Definitely, and the Lord is up. That is the 8-minute Lord, and between this Lord fight, we are even seeing right at this moment the gold difference is not that much. It's a minor 100 to 200 gold.
But not just that, looking at the roams here, I think Matilda has a better option to like take down the visions here, give vision to his or her team members. But yep, that Diggy is always there to actually take the position first and lock his bombs down there into that bushes. Meanwhile, ultimate has been popped here by that Kadita, but no, that 1-1 will be falling down as the first kill comes back onto that cover and she will be using it to take him down. Meanwhile, that Matilda is really low here. Ultimate has been popped by the Leomod, but no ultimate will be popped by that Phobius. Yeah, in counter with that Diggy to actually stop Phobius, but no, he'll be falling down to the lethal counter coming in from that Ballman. But no, Minsitar is here for backup, but no, Kalita will be able to catch that Leo Mono card and will be on to the tail of Clint to take him down. But no, this is going to be a 2-for-1 trade this time into the favor of Umbrella Academy as they're going to force that Lord. They're going to try and force that Lord, and let's see who wins this fight for now.
Yeah, the play coming in from that mage, that is the Kadita, was on perfect. She was camping in the push when no one was expecting her to be there. Meanwhile, we can
But like
see
the ultimate and the retribution combo coming in from that Dalman will be able to secure the Lord. Meanwhile, that 1-1 actually coming in to actually get that bag coming in. I think she will be able to open that ult if she's little bit. Yeah, she will be able to open that ult and get 1 kill ahead. Also, and that Clint is also going to be pretty low here as that 1-1 will be able to take that kill down here. Leo Mode actually comes in for the backup. I think he will be able to take them down if he times it very well. Yep, he'll be able to take 1 down, and this is going to be 2 down. This is going to be perfect punishment coming in from the Leo Mode as he takes on 2 members onto the side of Umbrella Academy. Yep, they are still alive even after they lost the Lord.
definitely, and we can see the Lord is already marching to the enemy base, and he will be taking down that tier 1 top tower.
Yep, meanwhile, Leomar actually defending the mid lane tier 1 tower with his life. But no, he'll be falling down onto the hands of Phobius as he's too tanky and the damage coming in from him is unprecedentable. And yet the Lord is going to be marching from the top side. I don't think there are enough members to defend as all the members of Pong are actually converging onto the mid lane to defend that tier 2. But yep, the Lord is also going to be marching down. I think that tier 2 of the top lane is going to be falling down to the hands of Umbrella Academy.
We can see the Diggy ult has been used, and even Van ult has been used. Van will be securing that kill over the Diggy.
Yeah, Diggy needs to learn here that his ultimate needs to be a step faster, as it won't be of any use if 1-1 has already used her, already opened all those stacks. Diggy ultimate only works in a way so that they can like prevent that 1-1 from opening up stacks, but using it after the stacks have been opened will have no effect at all, and yep, that's where things are going wrong for the Diggy.
Meanwhile, Leomord was forced to use his ultimate even in the mid lane, and we can see Kagura do manage to take down that Karita.
Yeah, meanwhile, we can see that the Wind of Nature has been popped by that 1-1, and yep, they will be actually making her really low, but now that 1-1 will be surviving for right now.
A moment ago, both the towers were not destroyed, but as soon as they took the 8 minutes Lord, they do manage to take 3 to 4 towers, and we can see a team fight going in the mid section over the area. Meanwhile, mega kill coming in from Van, and that Van will be stopped by that Kagura taking a kill. That is a shutdown coming in from this Kagura. Kagura is doing his best marking down that Van.
Sorry for that really technical glitch. My Wi-Fi went out for a second here, but I'm here back again. We can see this is going to be a 1-for-2 trade. This time in the favor of King Pong. I think Kings are really going into the favor of Umbrella Academy this time, as they are ahead onto those towers.
Yeah, definitely, and we can see, the Lord, that is the 12 minutes Lord, is already up, and Team Umbrella Academy are already in that area.
Yep, I think the Umbrella Academy are playing their cards pretty well now, as that 1-1 is also getting that she is showing some dominance. She is showing some the dominance over the map, as long as she's not doing that 1v1 against that Clint in the bottom lane. In the team fight, she's doing better than Clint, and yep, that is actually working in the favor of Umbrella Academy. here. Meanwhile, that Kovias is actually getting really low here, and Balman is in a really sticky situation. I think he'll be caught up here. He feels not careful. Yep, the ultimate has been caught by the DK, and he's in really good position to actually pull down people, but not that Balman will be going to the backside to take down that kill onto the mage as well as that flame, and she's going to be going on the rampage to take that triple kill. Yep, and she's going to try and chase that Minsitara as well, but no. I think they are not going to be greedy and they're going to just settle for three people. It's going to be 3 for 1. So this time also into the favor of Umbrella Academy. I can see them already taking the win back home.
Yeah, and we can see that Leo mode is camping and he will be revealing that bush, and Leo mode is going for that trouble.
Meanwhile, the has been used by Matilda Mia as the 1-1 and the Phobius follows that Matilda onto the second skill, and yep, that combination that actually follow up coming in from that Matilda and those members of Umbrella Academy is pretty insane and on point, and Leo mode will not be able to do anything here as the Umbrella Academy moves on forward to actually take that Lord.
Van Van is pretty playing very good, even if they do have the Kagura, but she do manage to take her down the 4 times. But we can see a gang coming in.
I'm not there. I think this is going to be this is not going to be any trade for now. And Matilda is also really in a bad position. The damage of Kagura is there, but not enough to take her down. So yep, they'll be retreating for right now, and it's going to be a 5 versus 5 fight coming in for the defense of Ping Pong here onto the inhibitor of the mid side as the Lord March is down there.
Definitely, and we can see they are trying to push all of the lanes. They are trying to sink down their lanes equally.
Yeah, that's a really good micro play coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy as they will be forcing the resources of the Ping Pong to be like spread evenly over all the lanes to be actually have a chance to defend. And meanwhile, that flame falls on onto that hands of 1-1 yet again, and yep, and the mid inhibitor tower has also fallen here, and the low and the bottom lane inhibitor tower is also really low here. And this fight is already going into the favor of Umbrella Academy, but that Balman is also caught in a real situation. DK still has that ult. They are not looking for overextension here, but this might cost them the game. But yep, we will have to see how the engage goes in for them as not doing anything. They also will not be into the favor.
He has been taken down by the phobias.
Yep, and the Dean of Nature has been popped by that 1-1 along with that Inspire, and yep, we'll be going there and breaking Havoc. This is going to be a 4-for-0 trade this time into the favor of Umbrella Academy, and yep, I think there's only one left to defend, and that 1-1 will be locking on to the base of Ping Pong, and they'll be taking this win back home as the first win comes in from the side of Umbrella Academy. A total domination right from the mid lane is seen, right from the mid game is seen here from the side of Umbrella Academy. They played their game really well, right, Sasuke?
Definitely, even the enemy had that Minsta to counter that Van Van. They do have that Kagura, but still that awesome play coming in from Van Van. The real MVP that is the domination coming in from Umbrella Academy from the mid lane to the late game was astonishing, and their play style.
Yeah, but I think the what went wrong here for the side of Ping Pong is King. I think there was no back layer liners for them except for that Kagura, which she was not able to use as she was mostly marking that Kadita. But yep, marking the Kadita actually left that 1-1 open to be not marked by anyone. And yep, if there is no backline assassin or mage there to actually mark 1-1, I don't think anyone will be able to get the job done as they are actually protected. Umbrella Academy is actually protected by those tanky Phobias, tanky Balman, and that really tanky Matilda to actually protect that 1-1, and that actually worked in their favor really well. And they built their whole game around 1-1 to actually take that win back home.
And that's it for the game number 1 between these two teams. Umbrella Academy will be taking down their first victory over this Ping Pong.
Yep, and not just that. Sorry. Let me remind you, this is MKE Championship Season 4, which is sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Zentro Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official. The teams will be moving in here right now as the Umbrella Academy will be taking the blue side for right now, and a Ping Pong will be going on to the red side as a switch side. Stay tuned, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, show some love to the casters and the channel and to this tournament. We'll be right here. So stay tuned, and yep, just hope for that another new match coming in just 30 seconds. Okay. Sorry for that. Welcome back to MK Championship Season 4. This is gonna be your caster assessor with my partner Sasuke. Hello Sasuke.
Hello, Azazal over there. And this is a match two between these two teams. The match one was won by Umbrella Academy pretty well. The domination coming in from Van from mid to late game was astonishing. Well, let's see what do these players have to ban in the second phase of their draft. There might be some changes, like they opened that Van, which cost them that game.
Yeah, we might see some respect bans coming in from the side of Ping Pong, as that the 1-1 onto that umbrella was too strong. And yep, it's gonna be MK Championship Season 4 for y'all, as these teams will be fighting for the spot into the quarterfinals, into the lower brackets. So yep, stay tuned guys, as we are moving on into the draft and the pick section. This is MK Championship Season 4 yet again. This is sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store as Lay Official. Link in the description, go check them out. So yep, we are moving on into the picks and the ban sections, the mind games, as a half of the game is played right here.
And we are seeing the first ban coming in from Team Umbrella Academy is going to be that Valentina.
Yep, and Valentina is actually a good ban here right now. Because yep, we don't want to see any ultimate focused heroes onto the map with the Valentina going over to the side of one side. But yep, we can see that from the side of Ping Pong, that was obvious. I could see it coming from a mile away, while a ban 1-1, that respect ban is pretty awesome coming from the side of Ping Pong.
Definitely, and we are seeing a Martis ban. That's a common bang after that buff on Martis, which made him the demon, the real demon king, in my opinion.
Yeah, babe, if Moonton was looking at how many matches Martis has been banned in this tournament, I think they will nerf it any second right now. But yep, Moonton is not watching, so yeah, let's go ahead with and ban that Martis once again, and the Leo mode here coming in. But we can see that all these things getting banned is actually keeping Kaja open, Carmilla open, Gushan open, and so many much more choices open for the side of Umbrella Academy to play their game on.
Well, Carmilla first pick would be a good option, as in the rumor. Her ultimate do helps. Okay, they will be going that Carmilla. They were showcasing that Paquito collector skin, if I'm not wrong.
I was not sure if it was collector skin or not, but yep, that pick was coming in. That pick coming in from that Carmilla is actually pretty good. Carmilla is actually real good in this meta, and yep, as long as she's in the hands of Umbrella Academy, I think they'll be wreaking havoc onto the map with that perfect ultimate of her. Meanwhile, that Phoebe is getting picked from the side of Ping Pong and that Haja. Yep, another very great picks. This time, I would say pretty huge picks coming in from the side of Ping Pong.
Well, they'll be locking down the counter pick for that Phobius, that is the Esmeralda. In spite, Esmeralda has been nerfed. Her second skill, the shield amount of shield she's receiving now is a bit low, but she'll be a good in mid to late game if she did pretty well in the early game, that is.
Yeah, but yeah, looking at that, Phobius will be giving her like unlimited amounts of shield as long he's near Esmeralda. I think it's gonna be a pretty good counter for her. But yeah, it's not gonna work anyway near you want it if that Esmeralda is not able to get that Phobius out of his comfort zone and not get any of the farm. If Esmeralda is not able to do that and Phobius gets his farm, I think it's gonna be wreaking havoc here. But yeah, I don't see any blink based heroes coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy.
Yeah, we can see Lilia pick coming in from Team Ping Pong. Lilia pick might be good up against this Carmilla and Esmeralda, but they do need a CC or a crowd controller which do helps them to engage. Okay, that is a Karita pick, a respect ban yet again coming in from Team Ping Pong towards that mage. That is the Asuna Chan.
Yeah, man, that thing is really good. We can see the respect bands coming from the Ping Pong. They are learning really well and they are respecting their opponents for the picks, and they are acknowledging that they have those upper hand in those heroes. So yeah, they're going to be banning it for them. And meanwhile, a Cloud ban coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy. That's a pretty good ban, looking to give more leeway for the MM. And yep, as we were talking about how they need more CC into the mid lane, I think that Kaja will be going on to the roam from the side of Ping Pong. So yeah, they have good enough CC to lock down anyone who comes in mid.
Yeah, in terms of the gold lead, there's only a few marksmen. Okay, the Clint. If we talk about the Clint, he is the most used marksman in this tournament, having a 39 matches and having a win rate of 64%.
Yep, actually, the Clint has a really huge win rate here into the MK Championship Season 4. The win rate and the pick rate and the win rate ratio of this hero is actually the highest into the whole tournament. So yep, but in the last game we saw that the side that were using that Clint was actually lost. So yep, we can get a hands down to Umbrella Academy for like actually playing that well against them.
Yeah, we can see the final picks coming in from the Umbrella Academy of Faramis and that Balmond yet again. Faramis having no is a pretty good as a mage, but okay.
Yep. The side of Umbrella Academy actually has the habit of like getting that getting picks on the retribution on the jungle as someone who can actually take down objectives rather than kills. As that Barman will just focus on taking objectives and leave the killing to the rest of his team. And yep, they are doing that job pretty well in the past matches as we have seen it.
Yes, in terms of the damage dealing aspect, the late game aspect, only the Irithil will be the main damage dealing source. Faramis might do some amount of damage, and as for the Balmond, if as usual, most of the people are going that tanky build on him, he might not deal that much of the damage, but yeah, he will deal some amount of it.
And right now, looking at the picks, the composition of the both of the teams, who do you think has a better upper hand into this fight, into this
Well,
match?
I do think that Team Umbrella Academy do have an upper hand just because of their draft. That is, an Esmeralda is a have a pretty tanky late game. Even Balmond they have three tanky heroes to protect that marksman, and even they have the Faramis as the mid lane to provide the second life from his ultimate.
Absolutely. Keeping the talks aside for now, peeps, here we are in the land of dawn as this is going to be match number 2. The match point for the side of Ping Pong, as if they lose it, they're going to get eliminated out of the tournament. This is MK Championship Season 4, actually sponsored by Genesis, co-sponsored by Z3 Store, Zentro Store, and Slay Official. Well, links in the bio, go check them out, and we can see into the goal lane that is actually pretty interesting. Um, Things happening here as the Carmilla goes in for that Lilia. She was actually able to stun her, but no real engage coming in from the side of any teams here for right now.
And we can see Kaja is just using his passive. That is the whipping slash to bully down this marksman.
Yeah, we can see that both of the roamers are actually doing pretty well the job, but the damage from the claim was actually enough, and that passive coming in from the Kaja was actually enough to force that Iratel down to like 25% HP. And we can see an engage coming in from this Faramis. He will be able to successfully pull down 2 people here, and that burn effect from the emblem of the Faramis is actually gonna do the job. But yep, the Lilia misses the mark just by a bit as the Carmilla recalls successfully right into that bush.
Meanwhile, we can in the top lane we can see there's a 1v2 situation over there. Okay, never mind. But no, Esmeralda will be retreating to the tower.
Although Esmeralda is really low and the Ling still had his ult, I don't think he used it. And yep, they will not be able to take the kill for right now as the Ling loses his blue buff duration, and yep, he'll be in a really bad position here if he's got by these teammates here, by the teammates of Umbrella Academy. And the turtle will be spawning any second soon, and the Ling does not have his blue buff. So yep, I think the Balman has the upper hand into this turtle fight as of now.
Yeah, we can see Ling is right over there. He might be using okay, but still Balman will be using his flick retribution ultimate combination.
Yep, and the Ling was really low at this point, but yep, he'll be surviving really well. And the ultimate that Cold Ultra has been used by the Faramis. Their team is actually diving pretty deep into here, but I think this is going to be overextension as the retaliation might be coming in from the side of Ping Pong. Yep, this is going to be a back off from both of the side as from both of the teams as the goal difference is actually shifting into the favor of Umbrella Academy, and they're also going into like get that blue buff invaded from to that Ling into their own side.
Yeah, the Ling might have some disadvantage since he does not have his blue buff.
Not just that, I think Ling is a blue buff dependent hero, so as long as he does not have his blue buff, I don't think it's gonna have any effect onto the battlefield right now. But Ling comes in here and steals a blue buff from the Balman. This is a really great move coming in from the Ling. This was a good play, I think, as he secures that very needed blue buff for him.
Yeah, definitely, and there was once again a try for that gold creep to secure, but Batman will be securing it using his ultimate.
Yep, Umbrella Academy actually pushing their luck here, and they will be almost. Yep, that Phobius will be able to land that flame shot right into the spot, and yep, the Carmilla will be using her ult, and the Ling will be almost got caught in it. But yep, even the Balma is really low. But we can see that Earthel was actually able to take down that Khaja onto the bottom side of the map, and the Farmis is also locked on. It was a Clint, and yep, he'll be dragging him down and taking him down with his skill number 2. This is gonna be actually a good trade this time into the favor of Umbrella Academy, as they lost the top section for a while. But yep, they were able to recover it into the goal lane.
Yeah, and as for the late game, Marksman is the one who will be carrying it. And if we talk about the gold lane, Irithil is leading the gold at 2.8k. Meanwhile, Clint is at 2.3k gold.
Yep, he's falling up pretty close. I think it's gonna be a pretty much stalemate for right now, as mechanical wise, I think Clint is better like compared to Irithel. Even though Irithel might have all that movement speed and buffs, but that Clint has the lock on and poke damage to actually fare against her. And I didn't think this turtle will also be falling down into the hands of Umbrella Academy without any issue for right now. And we can see a 4-man engage. I think, yep, coming in onto that Irithel, closing in, and the ultimate has been used by Kaja. Even the Ling goes in, the Lilia coming in for the backup. I think that, yep, that Irithel will be falling down here, but the Lilia is also Lilia used her black shoes to actually get down there and back into safety. Yep, and this is going to be a 1-for-0 trade this time into the favor of Ping Pong. They were actually able to get that gold to actually just flatten out for a bit here.
Yeah, and we can see, Esmeralda was cutting down the lane, so she'll be joining the team fight if it okay. But we can see a team fight occurring in the bottom section. There's a 3v2 situation.
Yep, not just that, we can see that the Phobius is actually there, even though the Esmeralda is there to actually poke that Ling, but no, Phobius will be there to help him. But I don't think Phobius should be fighting their Esmeralda, as she will obviously be having the upper hand here. Carmilla is also really low here, but yep, it all depends on the plays, as this is going to be a 3 versus 3 situation under the bot lane. 3 versus 2 situation as of now. The Ling goes in, Carmilla is actually really low. I don't think the Ling will be going in for the ultimate here, and yep, the Carmilla will be surviving for a little more while onto the map on.
And we can see 3 people are there in the bottom section. Meanwhile, there is only 2 people from the Umbrella Academy. The turtle is going to come in 30 seconds, and we might see a team fight before it.
Yep. But as long as the Balman is there with the lethal counter and the retribution combo, I don't think anyone will be able to take it that easily. And we can see the engage coming in, was able to take down the Lilia before she even used her black shoes, and even the Kaja was just swashed away. He was just disappeared from that map onto that in that moment. So yeah, even the Ling is gonna come in for that backup here, but I don't think he's gonna do any good, as his life is really low, and he will be retreating back. Nicely picked up the swords to actually go back, and this fight is also gonna go into the favor of Umbrella Academy, as they are already leading with almost 2.5k gold lead.
And the third turtle there will also be a free turtle for the Umbrella Academy, as they do manage to take down.
Yep, I think that's focus for a bad pick here, as I don't see anyone with actually really good blink skills here into the Umbrella Academy. I don't know what that Phobius will be doing on here, but yep, you'll have to see and wait if any other members of the Umbrella Academy of the Ping Pong are able to take something down here. And we can see an engagement with the mid lane, as Carmilla used her ult, and the ult actually landed perfectly, and the lethal counter has been used. Ling dives in with his second skill, and he'll be going in with that ultimate. Carmilla is actually really low, but the Ling will be going on for that Balman, and yep, he'll be taking him down. Meanwhile, that flicker has been used by the Queen to actually survive here, but no Esmeralda is there. I think she'll be taking the kill back home. Yep, she'll be taking it back home, and Ethel also trying her luck a little more here to actually push that Lilia back into the base, and yep, she'll be succeeding in doing that.
Meanwhile, we can see Ling is trying to clear, and he'll be retreating to take down his blue buff.
Yep. Moving on into later game sections, I think Ping Pong does have little bit of advantage here. Looking at, they have Lilia, Clint, Ling, even that Khaja and Phobius. But and the only damage dealers in the late game are gonna be that Irithel and that Faramis, maybe this is actually looking good into the terms of number from the composition of the both of the teams for the late game.
Yeah, if you talk about the gold lead, that is only the 3k gold lead as for now, and we can see a possible gank coming in from in the bottom lane.
Yeah, the Lilia was actually trying to protect that mid lane tier 1 tower really well, and she was able to successfully defend it using her black shoes. But yeah, we can see the Carmilla actually going in here, but the Kaja will be able to pull her back, and the Carmilla use her ult really well here, and I think that Clint and the Kaja will be falling down here. There's gonna be a 5 versus 4 situation here. As 2 have already fallen down, and yep, that Ling will be going in to take the kill onto the Carmilla, and he will be using his ult right now, but the damage isn't enough to take anyone down for right now. So yep, this will be it for the fight, and this fight yet again goes into the hands of Umbrella Academy for now.
And meanwhile, we can see that Paramis is going to retreat at in the 1% HP.
Yep. For right now, the fights are going into the favor of Umbrella Academy, as they are winning all the fights and they are able to take down those back lines real well. And they are actually forcing their way onto the mid lane tier 1 tower, but they won't be able to take it down as the Kaja and Phobius and Ling are there to back it up and defend. And we can see that they are trying to push their luck onto the blue buff onto that Ling, but yeah, they'll be able to force that Retri out, and with that retribution down from the side of Ling, they will be forcing that Lord on their own. But yep, Ping Pong are looking for a fight. They will be going in for the fight. Yep, that Esmeralda is really low, and the Balman also dives in. The Carmilla is also really low. A very good ultimate coming in from the Carmilla, and the Balman will be able to take down, double kill, triple kill with the ultimate, as the damage coming in from the Aether was able to fire it up with a really nice combo coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy. This was really nice. They were able to take down 3 members in a blink of a second, and yep, this fight yet again, and the Lord goes into favor in the pockets of Umbrella Academy.
Definitely, as you mentioned, it ultimate was so perfect. Like, Carmilla ultimate is so useful in the team fights, and we can see Ling is trying hard to defend this lane, but the damage coming in from the Rithal is just too high. He will be forced to retreat.
Yep, although we can see that to the chat, Germany will win World Cup. You heard it first. Well, whatever, guys. Even though you are saying it for the sake of Germany, you might be a fan, but yep, we are not allowed to use that all chat unless and our other official purposes. But yeah, we can see the ultimate getting used by the Link to actually survive the gank here from the side of Umbrella Academy, and the ultimate yet again has been used by Carmilla. Very good ultimate, taking down 3 people into that combination. And yeah, that Phobius will be diving in, but not getting anyone for right now. But I think that. Yep, that Phobius will be falling down for right now, and the DFL will be going in for the kill onto that claim that this is going to be a 2-for-0 trade. But again, in the favor of Umbrella Academy, I think they can see that base crack open and that win taking back home.
And they do manage to take down that inhibitor tower from the top lane, and Faramis is using his first skill and second skill so perfectly to even if they manage to take a move, like he'll just call them out.
Has been used by the Ling, but yet the tower will be falling down as that Faramis has used his cold ultra and his remaining HP to tank for the tower, and was able to successfully take the mid inhibitor tower down. Well, yet again reminding for the teams, actually using the all chat is not allowed if I'm right by the rules, but yet again it would not be good for them if they actually lost one match. As for like breaking the rules, as they have already done it before, it was seen. But yet again, we can see that actually Ling is trying to get some farm and the buff to his side, but Umbrella Academy members are everywhere.
Definitely, they have the map power control, and 2 of the tower inhibitor towers are down, so they are forced to stay under that the base area section.
Yep, and Lord is going to be spawning in 40 seconds. This is going to be enhanced Lord for now, and Umbrella Academy are really in a good position to actually take it with that 11k almost goal lead coming into that side.
Yeah, definitely, we can see a possible gank coming in, but Esmeralda is just trying to go to the base, soaking down the damage. She's just telling them, or taunting them in a manner like, try to kill me, I'm here.
Yep, that's the main role of Esmeralda right now in this later section of the game, as she's so tanky. She can just act as distraction for the whole team and will not also, like, most probably not die in the process. And yep, I think they're gonna be diving on onto the Esmeralda, trying to take down that kill. Meanwhile, the other members of the Umbrella Academy will be forcing that Lord to be taken down.
Blue team
This is a
turret
really
has
good
been
strategy coming in from
destroyed.
the Umbrella Academy, as they will be able to actually pull it off successfully without any hinge, and that Balman will be securing that Lord.
There was a cancel play coming in from the Roma, but they will be forced to retreat as the Lord was taken down.
Ultimate has been used by Carmilla, a very big resource actually being used up so early on. I think I is gonna not it's not gonna be looking for the upcoming fight. Meanwhile, Ultimate has been popped by the Link to actually run for his life, and he will be successfully in doing so. Faramis actually has used his cold altar, and yep, that's a very good resources actually being used from the side of Umbrella Academy. Meanwhile, Balman dives in, uses that ultimate, but I don't think anyone will be falling down here except for that Link. Yep, that Link will be falling down from the hands of that Irithel. The damage is really good coming in from the Irithel right now.
The Lord is already in the base area, and that is the Carmel article linking to the four enemies. And here we go. We are seeing an astonishing engage. Karja 2 has his ultimate, but he will be forced to retreat.
Yep, that's Phobias, and that Lilia will be falling down into the hands of Rethel, and that Rethel will be taking another triple kill onto that Phobias, and yep, the Idikaja is the only one left to defend here. Yep, he will be surviving for right now, but yeah, that base will be locked down by the minions, and that base will be falling down for now, and that Umbrella Academy will be taking a clean sweep back home with a score of 2-0 against Ping Pong. Ping Pong will be getting eliminated here out of the tournament, and that Umbrella Academy will be moving on into the quarterfinals from the lower sections of the tournament.
Definitely, that is an amazing play coming in from Umbrella Academy. They too manages to clean out a clean sweep, that is a 2-0.
Yeah, not just that. I think that the Phobia's pick was actually a really hasty pick coming in from the side of Ping Pong. They shouldn't have picked it that early, only to get countered, and no blinks actually coming, no blink heroes actually coming in from the side of Umbrella Academy really made it more hard. And because of all that, I think the Esmeralda was actually fed up really well. She was winning the lane by default, and yep, that built up the pressure on them as an Esmeralda went in ahead to actually do the job of distraction real well from the mid game, and yep, even all the lanes. Umbrella Academy was winning one by one, even the gold lane, the XP lane, even the mid lane at some point. So, yep, this is a really well deserving win for them.
Well, that's it for the game number 2 between these two teams. This is MK Championship Season 4, which is sponsored by Zentro Store, co-sponsored by Zentro Store and Slay Official. And I'm Sasuke with my partner Azazel, and we'll be signing off today.
Yep, we'll be signing off for now, but yep, let me remind you guys, don't be late for like tomorrow's matches. We'll be right here. We'll be doing tournament. We'll be moving on, and yep, we'll be right here. Do subscribe the channel before leaving if you haven't, and yep, like the video also. It's gonna show some love to MK and MK Championship Season 4 also, and even us casters, as it will give us some motivation to do our work more. So yep, look, see you guys tomorrow, as we'll be signing off for now. As usual, I'm out along with Sasuke.
Sniper ready. Give me a target. Lightning reveals all.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. 3 weeks.
Yeah, tomorrow.